Okay, we're going to get back. So we was talking about love and lust. We was talking about lust. We were talking about it was based on a person's looks and a person's body rather than love. Love does not do that. The other thing about the love, we want to give some. I'm sorry, lust. It will cause you can cause you a great deal of pain. Let's go to Mark the 10th chapter, verse 2. Mark 10, verse 2. We're going to read verse 2 through 12. St. Mark 10, talking about the difference between love and lust.
Mark chapter 10, verse 2. And the Pharisees came to him and asked him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife, tempting him? Verse 3. And he answered and said unto him, What did Moses command you? And they said, Moses suffered a right of bill of divorcement, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement and to put her away. Verse 5. Yeshua answered and said unto them, For the hardness of your heart he wrote you this precept. But from the beginning of the creation, the Most High made them male and female.
So he allowed you to do this from the beginning. That don't make it necessarily right, brother, but he allowed you this. But from the beginning, he made them male and female. He didn't intend for them to be separated or divorced. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
So you two becoming separate as individuals. Now you're going to leave your mother and father and become one. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 8. And they twain shall be one flesh. So they are no more twain, but one flesh. Verse 9. What therefore the Most High hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
That's good. That's good. So here we're talking about love and a man and a woman coming together. We're going to talk about some other scriptures here on lust, but we wanted to kind of start off with that. This is the real true meaning of love and marriage, and these two coming together and becoming one and leaving mama house and daddy house, and whom the Most High put together. Let no man put asunder. And we need to mark this mark here. Make sure you mark this one and write this one down. So if you ever get any questions, anyone asks you questions, or you have the question about marriage and under the conditions of the breaking up or divorce or whatever else, and when the Most High, see, it says when the Most High put them together, not people put them together. That's the problem. A lot of times people come together and get married. The Most High permitted, but it's not His will. So you have to understand that everything that is done is not expedient, okay, and it's not His will, but something He would allow. And because some of us, we're going to be hard-headed and do what we want to do anyhow. And the sad part about it, my grandfather would say, if you make your bed hard, you got to lie in it. So we have to be very, very careful about that. We want to know the difference between love and lust, you see. But write this scripture down and make sure you write this scripture and put it in your heart, because this is very, very important for those who have a lot of questions. Marriage, love, whom the Lord put together, divorce, this, that, and other. All this covers about 3 or 4 different topics very easily. We're talking about love versus lust. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 13. We want to talk about lust now. 2 Samuel chapter 13. Read some examples of that. We're going to begin at verse number 1, and we'll read down through verse number 20.
2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after this, that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister, whose name was Tamar.
Tamar, go ahead.
And Amnon, the son of David, loved her.
Amnon.
And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar, for she was a virgin. And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her.
Hold right there. So Amnon here is her half brother. He fell in love with his half sister. Now you need to know the difference between lust and love. I want you to understand this. This brother was sick with his half sister Tamar. Same father David, but different mama. This young lady was a virgin. She didn't know no man. And Amnon thought it was hard to do anything. He just had to have her. Go ahead, brother.
But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab.
Jonadab.
And the son of Shimei, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man. Verse 4. And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day?
Why you laying up here being miserable, boy? What's going on with you? Go ahead.
Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister.
I love my half-sister. This brother's sick in the head. Same father. You know this child's mother. You don't been around her. You don't seen her mother. It ain't like he had a child on the outside 500 miles or kilometers away or something like that. This child is around you every day and y'all got the same father. You sick, brother. You sick. Go ahead, brother.
Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on my bed, and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come, and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it, and eat it at her hand.
Hold right there. So here's Jonadab, a devil, I'm going to just call it the way it is, putting this evil plot and thought in his mind. Just like Lucifer came and talked to Eve, here you got another devil sitting up here telling this brother how to seduce his sister. You see, you got some sadistic people out there. They're very evil. Love versus lust here. This is lust. And he's telling you how to be lustful. That's why when people started telling you how to do this plotting scheme to get this person, to get that person, if it ain't love, leave it alone. You don't need it. You don't need to plot and scheme like this brother's doing. Read, my brother.
Verse 6. So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat at her hand.
Go ahead.
Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, Go now to thy brother Amnon's house, and dress him meat. Verse 8. So Tamar went to her brother Amnon's house, and he was laid down. And she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cake.
Now this is an innocent virgin woman, his half-sister, trying to take care of her brother from a sincere heart. But you see, you have to be very careful, sisters. When you got a sincere heart, you got a devil that's prowling. It's trying to take advantage of your kindness. So you got to keep your eyes open, your spiritual eye and your natural eye. Read, brother.
Verse 9. And she took a pan and poured them out before him. But he refused to eat. And Amnon said, Have out all of men from me. And they went out, every man from him.
I want every man to get out. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 10. And Amnon said unto Tamar, Bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thy hand. Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. Verse 11. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her, and said unto her, Come lie with me, my sister.
You see right there? Come lie with me, my sister. He didn't want no food. All along, he wanted to lie with her. That's why you have to be careful. The true nature of a person will eventually come out if you're patient enough. They'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll scheme, they'll plot. They'll put everything in front of you. They'll tell you what you want to hear, but the real nature will come out. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12. And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not do this folly.
Do not do thou this folly. This thing ain't supposed to be done in Israel. We're not like the rest of the other nations. We aren't supposed to do this. You know better. This is an abomination before the Most High. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. And I, whether I cause my shame to go. As for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee.
Yes, he will. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 14. Howbeit he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her. So
she was trying to tell her hair brother, don't you, if you don't go through this, if you want to go to our father and ask him about this, don't force this on me. You don't bring this folly and this abomination in the land of Israel. Don't do this. Don't do this. But he forced himself upon her and lay with her. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And Amnon hated her exceedingly,
Mm-hmm.
so that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And Amnon said unto her, Arise, be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And she said unto him, There is no cause. This evil in sending me away is
Mm-hmm.
greater than the other that thou didst unto me.
Mm-hmm.
But he would not hearken unto her.
So after he got through using her and doing what he did, then he after being lustful and yielding to sin, then he realized that he didn't care about her. Then he wanted to throw her out in the streets. That's why you sisters have to be very careful when these brothers come in pretending to be loving you and want to be with you, and then when they get through with you, then they want to throw you out like you're a paper bag in the street and don't care nothing about you. That's what this brother did. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Then he called his servant that ministered unto him,
Mm-hmm.
and said,
Mm-hmm.
Put now this woman out from me,
Mm-hmm.
bolt the door after her.
Put this woman out. I don't want to see her. I can't stand her. Just a few minutes ago, you was in love. You loved her. You want to be with her. Now you want to deny if you don't got what you wanted to get. You lying devil. That's what they do. You can tell the difference between love and lust. This is a fine example of that. Read, my brother.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
And she had a garment of divers colors
Mm-hmm.
upon her.
Mm-hmm.
For with such robes were the king's daughters that were virgins apparel.
Mm-hmm.
Then his servant brought her out,
Uh-huh.
and bolted the door after her.
Uh-huh. So now you got a beautiful robe showing you a virgin, you're the king's daughter, you are all these wonderful things, and now you got this robe and this color on you. Now you ashamed because this brother has taken your virtue. He has robbed you of your dignity and your honor and your good name and your family name, and it's shame that he is called among the children of David. Read, my brother.
Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And Tamar put ashes on her head.
Yes.
And rent her garments.
Tore her clothes and put ashes on her head. Go ahead, brother.
And rent her garments of divers colors that was on her.
Mm-hmm.
And laid her hand on her head,
Mm-hmm.
and went on crying.
Uh-huh.
Verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Absalom her brother said unto her,
Mm-hmm.
Hath Amnon thy brother been with thee?
Mm-hmm.
But hold now thy peace,
Mm-hmm.
my sister.
Mm-hmm.
He is thy brother.
Mm-hmm.
Regard not this thing. So Tamar remained desolate in her brother Absalom's house.
So hold right there. So here we have Absalom, her real brother by her mother and her father, come in and ask his sister, what's going on with you? Why are you crying? Has our other brother Amnon, has he touched you? Has he raped you? Regard this thing not. I want you to remain desolate in my house. I want you to wait. Needless to say, in the end, Absalom went and took care of Amnon. And he took his life out. We won't dwell on that. But this is the difference between lust and love. He said that he wanted to be with her. He was in love with her until he got her. And after he got what he wanted, then he wanted to discard her. Want to throw her out like she was the trash. And she's not. It's not real love. That's lust. That's lust. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11. 1 Peter 2 and 11. Is it love or is it lust?
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul.
Okay. So, dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims to abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against your soul. Fight those fleshly lusts. Pray on them. Rebuke them. Do whatever you do, because these things, these fleshly lusts, are going to make you sin and make you end up going to hell. So you got to fight this thing against your soul, okay? These things are going to war against you. Stay away from them. Don't look at them. Don't listen to them. Don't get fooled about it. Don't read about it. Whatever you need to do, just abstain from it. Stay away from it. Because that lust will put you to death. It will have you dead, both spiritually, naturally, and you end up spending a lifetime, the rest of your life in Hades. Let's go to Ephesians 2, second chapter of Ephesians, verse 1 through 3. Ephesians 2, 1, 2 through 3.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you hath he quickened, and were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
Where once before you used to walk like the people in the world, but now you're different. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 3. Among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others.
Hold on a minute, right there. So in the past, with your conversations, you had lust of the flesh. You weren't just talking to the woman all up in her face. You were lusting after her. You stripping her with your eyes. You taking her clothes off, or you taking his clothes off, for that matter. And you fulfilling the desires of the flesh. Ooh, what am I going to do tonight? All this kind of stuff he's saying here. You got to fight it. You got to get away from it. Where by nature you're the children of wrath. That's what the children of wrath, that's what the Gentiles do, that's what the sinners do. But you, yourself, you got to be different. You got to not yield yourself to the lust of the flesh. Because, you know, lust will cause you a lot of pain. It's very, very painful. People need to understand that. Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 39, we'll start at verse 7. Genesis 39, verse 7.
Genesis chapter 9, verse 7.
39.
Chapter,
yeah, 39, verse 7. Bro. I don't know if I said it correctly or not. Okay.
And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph. And she said, lie with me.
Keep reading.
Verse 8.
We'll go down to 16. Go ahead.
But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master rotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. Verse 9. There is none greater in this house than I. Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against the Most High?
How can I sin against Potiphar? He didn't keep anything back. The only thing he kept back from me is you, lady. Everything else in this house, I got access to it but you. How can I be so evil to do this wickedness against him? There's no way I'm going to do that. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 10. And it came to pass, as she spoke to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her, to lie by her, or to be with her.
He stayed fast. He kept his faith. He resisted the enemy. Keep reading, brother.
And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business. And there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out.
Okay, so now here he is. She don't grab him. She snatched his garment off of him and he ran out. Skip down to verse 18, brother.
And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out.
Keep reading. Go down to verse 20.
And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spake unto him, saying, after this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. Verse 20. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison.
So Joseph was lied on. Not only was he lied on, then they put him in prison. Why? Because this woman was lustful after him. He wouldn't lie with her. He wouldn't yield to her. So he had to suffer. People will lie on you. Okay? They will lie on you when you won't sleep with them and you won't yield to them, and you're trying to you are abstaining, not trying, you abstaining. So don't be surprised about what they say about you, what they try to do to you. And here there was an innocent brother. She had a husband. Why are you messing with this man? He didn't want to be bothered with you. But you decided you're going to what? The devil in her wanted to try to get the spirit of the Most High out of him and get him to yield. She figured because she was in a position of authority, she could come after him and he would yield, but he did not. He kept himself. But she kept lusting and lusting after the brother, but he never did yield. Let's go to Romans, the 6th chapter, verse 12 through 14. Is it love or is it lust?
Romans chapter 6, verse 12. Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof. Neither yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto the Most High, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High.
So once you come to know the truth, stay in the truth and use it for the glory of the Almighty, not for yourself. Resist the lust thereof, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble with the Most High. Read, brother.
For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace.
So once you got the Holy Ghost, sin don't have no dominion over you. You got some power now. You got something to help you resist the enemy. You got something to help you rebuke the enemy. You got something to help you to meditate on the enemy. For now, you're not under the law, but you're under grace. So don't get into it. Once you come out of it, don't step back into it. Don't do that. Because lust and stuff and sin will get you in trouble. Let's go to the book of Judges. We're talking about love versus lust. Judges, the 16th chapter, please. Verse 1.
Judges chapter 16, verse 1. Then went Samson to Gaza, and saw there an harlot, and went in unto her.
Hold right there. Samson is now in the strip of Gaza. He see this woman who's a harlot or a woman of the night. I'm going to be nice and try to be conscious because we have little babies around us. But anyway, and he went into her. So he went to visit her. He wanted to be with her. Read, brother.
Verse 2. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they compassed in him, and laid wait for him all the night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him.
So I'm going to wait all night long waiting on Samson, but in the morning, we're going to kill you, brother. Read verse 3, brother.
And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city, and the two posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of a hill that is before Hebron.
Hold right there. So here he is at midnight. They waiting all night long. He don't did what he needed to do. He tear the doors off, carry the hinges, carry everything, and take it up on his shoulders and go up the hill towards Hebron. So he's gotten out of there. They laid plot and waste for him. And this time, he did not get what? He did not get caught. But he was in danger. Why would you put yourself in a position like that? But he did, because he was counting on his physical strength and not on his spiritual strength. Read, brother. Let's read, brother. Keep reading. Go ahead. Read, brother. Read chapter verse 4 through 9.
And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah.
So this is a different woman. He didn't learn anything from the first one. Here comes the second one. Go ahead, brother.
And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, entice him.
Entice him. Go ahead.
And see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of
So you're
silver.
going to give him 1,100 pieces of silver to bind him up. I want you to do that for me, Delilah. Go ahead, brother.
And Delilah said unto Samson, Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. Verse 7. And Samson said unto her, If thou wilt bind me with 7 green wood that were never dried, then I will be weak, and will be as another man. Verse 8. The lords of the Philistines brought to her 7 green withs, which had not been dried. And she bound him with them. Verse 9. Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he brake the withs, as a thread of tow is broken when it touches the fire. So his strength was not known.
So hold right there. That's the first time, the first temptation, where he's tied up with these wigs and stuff. The sister don't sit him up and bound him up, trying to get him in trouble. This is the first time now. The first harlot he was with, he got through and he got by it. He tore the gates off. Now he's with another one. This one was wiser. That's why it's not good to keep dipping. Not only that, the first time he had killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass. But he forgot about the spiritual aspect. Brother, y'all can't depend upon your normal little strength thinking you're going to be stronger than these things, because this is not flesh and blood you're fighting against. This is wickedness, spiritual wickedness in high places. Go ahead and read verse 10, brother.
And Delilah said unto Samson, Behold, thou hast mocked me, and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound.
So he wasn't picking up that this sister was trying to set him up to knock him down. She was trying to destroy him. He wasn't using his spiritual eye or spirit of discernment. He's using his flesh. That's why you got to be careful. Lust or love. Go ahead, brother.
And he said unto her, If thou bind me fast with new ropes that were never occupied, then shall I be weak, and be as another man. Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said unto him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in wait, abiding in the chamber, and he brake them off of his arms like a thread.
So this is the second time he got tempted and broke it and tore the stuff off, and the Philistines couldn't do anything with him. Keep reading, brother.
And Delilah said unto Samson, Hitherunto thou hast mocked me, and hast told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, If thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he wakened out of his sleep, and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. And she said unto him, How canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me? Thou hast mocked me these 3 times, and hast not told me wherein thy great strength lieth.
So I want you to hold right there. So 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. How long should it take a man to realize that this woman was got to get him killed? I mean, yes, you're strong and you got all of that, but the ways of a woman is mighty subtle and mighty, but he was dependent upon his flesh, not upon the spirit. And she was toying. I think he was toying with her. And he should not have done that, because something in the inside of him, after 3 times, how many times you got to get hit across the head before you realize that this was lust and it wasn't love? And this woman was trying to get you killed. We're going to skip and just say that in the end, his hair was cut off, he was bound, and he ended up dying because he let lust got him in trouble. Lust leads to sin, which leads to what? Leads to death. So we have to make sure that we know the difference between love and lust. Samson, he had great potential. And he had great potential to be a great leader, but what? He squandered it because of lust. He messed up a great opportunity. Lust messed him up. The woman didn't love him because she what? Turned him in and sold him out for what? Shekels of silver. Real love, money can't buy real love. I don't care how much you try to give someone. You can't buy love. You can't do that. But she did because she didn't. She just fooled with him and got him in trouble. He couldn't conquer his passion of lust that he had for this woman. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22nd chapter, verse 16 through 21. Deuteronomy 22. Is it love or is it lust? 22, 16 through 21.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 16. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her.
And he hated her. Go ahead.
And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city.
So he's trying to say she's not a virgin. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18. And the elders of the city shall take that man
and chastise him. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 19. And they shall amortize him and the 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days.
All right, hold right there. So here it is right here. He going to false accuse her because he wanted to get rid of her, but they going to make sure, brother, you ain't about to put her away, because the father got the cloth and showing that she was a virgin. On the night of the wedding, they consummated it because of the blood on the garments and stuff. So here he is, the father had that, and his brother was trying to put her away. And the council here made sure that you can't do that, brother. You can't just sit her away because you want to get rid of her. You got to, you saying she's not a virgin, but the father is showing that she is. So that's not going to work, lying men. I'm telling you right now, you ain't going to get out of it. So you better be sure who you're dealing with, talking about marriage and stuff, that you're committed. If you don't put your hands on somebody else's daughter. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Let's go to Matthew 5 and 28. Matthew the 5th chapter, verse 28. Lust versus love.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
You see that? So, brother, y'all can be walking around looking at these women with these hot pants on and all this kind of stuff and short dresses and lusting after them because you don't already committed. You might well have been with us. That's what he's saying here. Because you've already committed adultery or fornication already in your heart. So you have to be very careful when you see these situations arise that you don't keep poking your eyes, keeping your eyes on that. Turn away. Close your eyes. Do something, but don't get yourself in trouble. Let's go to James chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. James 1, 14 and 15. Is it love or is it lust? Need to know the difference. Need to know the difference.
James chapter 1, verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust. Not the highest, not someone else, but of your own, and enticed. Go ahead.
Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
That's good. That's good. So here you have the order of things that leads to death. Lust, sin, and then death. You see what it says? Sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So don't expect to be living, having any blessings when you know you're sinning. Don't expect that everything going to go well with you when you're lusting and sinning. Don't expect that. Don't be surprised if you lose your job and look like you got all kind of bad things happen to you. Why? Because you're sinning. You can't be lusting after this person and lusting after that person and sleeping with this one and sleeping with that one and doing all these sorts of things in the dark, and you think the Most High going to bless you? No, you're not going to bless you. You get sick, you lose your job, you lose your house, you lose the apartment, Any and everything can happen to you, especially when you know the truth. You got to do better than that. Is it love or is it lust? Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. 1 John 2, verse 16 and 17.
1 John chapter 2, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
For all that is in the world,
Mm-hmm.
the lust of the flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and the lust of the eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and the pride of life,
Mm-hmm.
is not of the Father,
Mm-hmm.
but is of the world.
So these things right here, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life, these are not of the Most High. These things are of the world. Verse 17, brother.
And the world passeth away,
Mm-hmm.
and the lust thereof.
Uh-huh.
But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
So if you want to live forever, guess what? You better do the will of the Most High. Because these other things, including love, all these things are going to pass away. So you got to what? Resist lust. You got to love the Most High and let him abide within you. Let's go to Galatians 5, verse 16 through 21. Galatians 5th chapter, 16 through 21. Is it love or is it lust?
Galatians chapter 6, which verse again?
5 verse 16.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16.
Yes, sir.
This I will say then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
So be led by the Spirit. You won't be yielding your body. You won't be yielding to your flesh. Go ahead, brother.
For the lust of the for the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. These are contrary the one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would.
Okay, so hold right there. So the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit, it fights against the flesh. These things are contrary. They're the opposite. So you can't do what you want to do when you are what? When you're living by the Spirit, you ain't going to yield yourself to the flesh. Go ahead, brother. Verse 18.
But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
Keep reading.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. Verse 20, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. Verse 21, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
Okay, so those people that do these things, or anybody that do these things, you're not going to be in heaven. You're not going to be in it, because these things are of the body. They are of the flesh. Lust, lying, all these other things, that's what they are. Let's go to Galatians chapter 6. I'm sorry, let's go to Proverbs chapter 6. Is it love or is it lust? Proverbs 6. We'll begin at verse 23.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproof of instruction are the way of life. Verse 24. To keep thee from the evil woman, of the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
To keep you from the evil woman, from the flattery. She gonna talk real sweet stuff to you. You got to be careful, brothers. Go ahead, brother.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
Just because she look good, don't be lusting after her, because you can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble with your eyeballs. I'm gonna just say it just like that, or your eyes. Go ahead, brother.
Neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
And she's batting them eyes, and she's got them big old beautiful brown eyes, or blue eyes, or great, whatever color they are, hazel, green, or whatever. And she batting them eyelids. You better not get yourself in trouble. You better watch it, brother. Look the other way. Do what you have to do. But don't be fooled by them eyelids. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread.
You see that? They can take all your money. You ain't going to have nothing. You're going to be thrown out in the street because of that woman you went and laid up with, that lustful woman you lusting after. And that woman that ain't just being with you, she's being with other people as well. Go ahead, brother.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
You see that whole right there? An adulteress will hunt for the precious of life. Okay? Diamonds, jewelry, gold, silver, money, houses, land, cars. An adulteress will hunt for these things. They are men predators. They out there, brothers. Don't think always that you can outdo every woman. Now I know y'all got some of you think you're players and you got it going on and you think you can handle any woman, but guess what? There's somebody out there that's a little bit smarter than you gonna get you in trouble. Is it love or is it lust? You better watch yourself. You call yourself playing these sisters, guess what? You gonna be played. You gonna be messed up. Oh, she coming, trust me, if you won't quit. She gonna come, because the Most High gonna let her come to get you. You crushing somebody else's feeling and hurting them and playing games, he gonna let the same thing happen to you. You gotta stop that madness and that foolishness. Let's go to Galatians 6 and 8, please. Galatians 6 and 8. Is it love or is it lust?
Galatians chapter 6, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of the flesh, shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Mm-hmm.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to his Spirit, that means you're adding to the gift that the Most High given you, shall reap life everlasting. That Spirit, you want to reap the things of the Spirit. And not only that, you want somebody that's spiritual. If you're spiritual, you want someone spiritual. You don't want somebody that's dealing with the body or the flesh, lusting. There's a big difference. He ain't love you, he just want to lust and be with you, or vice versa. Real love deal with the Spirit. Bless the Most High. Let's go to the book of Sirach. We're going to go to the book of Sirach, talking about lust, talking about love. We're going to go to Sirach, the 9th chapter, verse 2 through 8. Sirach 9, verse 2 through 8.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall unto her snares. Verse 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. Verse 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots.
Don't give your soul to a harlot.
That thou lose thine inheritance.
That you're going to lose everything you got, including your soul. Don't give it to him. Keep reading.
Look not round about thee in the streets of the city. Neither wander thou in the solitary place thereof. Verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as fire. Fire.
Love is kindled as a fire. You're going to be deceived by a woman's beauty, brothers. You got to be very careful. Got to be very careful. Read verse 9, brother.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
You ain't got no business sitting with another man's wife. Read, brother.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms. And spend not thy money with her at the wine. Lest thine heart incline unto her. And so through thy desire thou fall unto destruction.
Because so you don't even sit with nobody else's wife, because you're going to get yourself in trouble, especially if you're drinking alcohol. You're really asking for it. That's like pouring oil on a fire, or kerosene on a fire. You already got a fire that's kindled by you sitting there. Ain't got no business sitting there. Then you're going to get drunk. Ain't no excuse. Here it is here, just as plain as day. Stay away from, avoid it at all costs. Don't do that. Let's go to the 19th chapter of Sirach, please. 19:21. I'm sorry, 19 verse 2 through 3. Sirach, the 19th chapter, verse 2 through 3.
Chapter 19, verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. Wine
and women will make you fall away, brother, so don't think you're so smart you can handle all that, because you can't. Go ahead, brother.
And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
You see that? Anybody that cleave to a harlot, you're going to become impudent.
Verse 3, moss and worms shall have him to heritage,
Uh-huh.
and a bold man shall be taken away.
Uh-huh. Hold on a minute. Moss and worms shall have you to heritage, and a bold man, you're going to be taken away. These women, they going to make you think you smart. These women and wine going to make you fall away. You're going to do foolish things. Next thing you know, all your money is gone. You broke. And ain't no telling what you done did while you drunk. See? And he that, you going to cleave to a harlot? Come on, brother. You acting for trouble. Drunkenness, you can't be doing that. It's going to make you not being rich. Make you not be rich. Let's go to chapter 21, verse 2 through 3. Is it lust? Is it love or is it lust?
Chapter 21, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent.
Uh-huh.
For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee.
Mm-hmm.
The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion,
Uh-huh.
slaying the souls of men.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword, and the wounds whereof cannot be healed.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a minute. Flee from sin of the face of a serpent. Why? Because this sin gonna bite you, okay? And his teeth is teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. All sin is as a two-edged sword, the wounds whereof it cannot be what? Can't be healed. So I don't care what you try to do with sin, it can't be healed. Only thing that can heal it is going to be love. So you can't be out there lusting and doing any and every kind of thing, and you think you're going to be getting by and getting better. No, you're not. You're going to be a putrid open wound. That's what it's going to be. Something that smells that's bad. Let's go to the 23rd chapter, verse 16. Sirach 23.
Chapter 23, verse 16. Two sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath.
Mm-hmm.
A hot mind is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he hath kindled a fire.
Mm-hmm. Hold on just a moment. Okay. 23:16. Okay, keep reading through 20 for me.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
Mm-hmm.
He will not leave off till he dies.
And so who am I going to walk away from no sweet roll? He going to keep right on hanging in there. He going to keep on and keep on and keep on until he die, either naturally or physically. Okay? Take everything he got or literally end up killing him. He ain't going to leave that sweet roll. Why? Because he think he got some good bread. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
A man that breaketh wedlock,
Uh-huh.
saying thus in his heart,
Mm-hmm.
Who seeth me?
Who looking at me? Who see me? I don't broke my vows. Go ahead, brother.
I am compassed about with darkness.
I'm sneaking in the middle of the night. Go ahead,
The
brother.
walls cover
The
me,
walls cover me.
and nobody seeth me.
No one see me. They don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting away with it. Go ahead, brother.
What needeth I to fear?
What need I to fear? I ain't fearing nobody because they don't know what's going on. My wife don't know what's going on. I'm sneaking in the dark. Go ahead, brother.
The Most High will not remember my sin.
Even the Most High don't see what I'm doing. I'm getting away from him. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men,
Mm-hmm.
and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord
Mhm.
are 10,000 times brighter than the sun,
The Most High sees everything. His eyes are brighter than 10,000 suns. Read it, brother.
beholding all the ways of men,
He know everything you're doing, brother. Keep reading, brother.
and considering the most secret parts.
And considering the most secret parts. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
He knew all things ever,
Mhm.
they were created.
Mm-hmm.
So also they were perfected.
Mm-hmm.
He looked upon them all.
Okay, hold right there. So he know all things. They were perfected. He looked upon everything. The Most High know what's going on. You can't fool him, brother. There's no way you can fool him. Let's go to 26 and 9. So Rock 26 and 9. Is it love or is it lust? 26 and 9.
Chapter 26, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Okay, so the whoredom of a woman can be noted in her eye, in her haughty looks. So she looks haughty in her eyelid. Brother, that's a tip right there. You need to look at that. You need to put that in your bag and remember that. If they got a haughtiness and their eyelids, That's telling you something. Here it is right here. So you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention and remember that. That's very, very significant. 26 and 9. Sirach 26 chapter, verse number 9. Let's go to, we want to talk about love. We've been talking about lust now. Let's go to love. Ephesians 5:22. Ephesians the 5th chapter, verse 5, the 5th chapter, verse 22.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
Keep reading.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
Yes.
Even as Christ is the head of the church. And he is the Savior of the body. Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
Keep reading.
Verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church, and gave himself for it, that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Verse 27.
Keep reading.
That he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
That's the way a brother should be with his wife. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
So you ought to treat that woman just like it's your own body. If you love your wife, you love yourself. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 29. For no man ever yet hateth his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church.
Keep reading.
Verse 30. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones.
We belong to him, the Most High. Keep reading, brother.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh.
So once you get married, y'all supposed to be one, not two, not no separate bank account, not this 2, 3, 4 houses, all this. Work that stuff out. But definitely when it comes to that spiritual aspect of it, y'all supposed to be one. Not all this other fool trying to hide this and hide that. I've seen all kind of crazy stuff. Then later on, she got $5 million in the bank. Or he gets in the financial bind, she don't want to help him because that was part of my retirement. Well, that's what marriage and love and stuff is supposed to be. If he needs some money and you got money, you're supposed to help him. Or vice versa. The two becomes one. It ain't yours, it ain't mine, it's ours. It's ours. If you can't feel comfortable with a person like that, you don't need to be with them. Because therefore you ain't really in love. You just might have married and got together for convenience sake. Love, real love. Let's go to 1 John 4, chapter 18 through 19. Love. What is love? We're talking about lust versus love.
1 John chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Oh, so he that feareth, if you fear, you're going to be made perfect in perfect love. There's no way you can do that. Perfect love, it casts out fear. Why are you scared of your husband? Why are you scared of your wife? Why are you scared of what they're going to say? Why do you feel like they're going to torment you and give you something is wrong? When real love comes about, guess what? Ain't no fear. They ain't going to be harassing, hassling you. That love is going to make you two become perfectly in love together. You two become one. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 19. We love him because he first loved us.
The whole right there. We love him because he first loved us. We love the Most High because he first loved us. Okay? And we love Yeshua because he first loved us. That's what we do. Real love. Not false love, real love. Let's go to Romans 12 and 9. Is it love, or is it lust? Romans 12 and 9.
Romans chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good.
Hold on. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor dissimulation. That means don't let nobody trick you. Don't love with deceit. Don't love with duplicity or lying. Let it be real. You got a lot of people want to come and act like they love you, but they're lying. They want other things. They got other motivations. So many times we've gotten married to the wrong person because somebody was lying and wasn't truthful. We'll get ourselves in so many horrible situations. But we ain't supposed to be doing that. Abhor that. Dislike that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. That's what you want to do. Real love. Love must be sincere. It's not dishonest. It doesn't have a plot. It doesn't have a scheme. It's right out there in front of you. Everything is truthful. That's real love. Lust, on the other hand, is not. It's deceitful. It's trickery. It's always got an alternative agenda. That's what it does. Let's go to the 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love. Real love. Versus lust. Start at verse 4, brother. Read verse 4 through 8 for me, please.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
Love suffer a long time. You're going to go through something if you love somebody. You don't mind suffering if you really, really love them. If they got cancer and they're having to put up with cancer treatment for 6 months or a year or 2 years or whatever it is, and you really love your wife, you're going to be there for her. If you really love her or your husband, you're going to be kind. Okay? And not only that, if you really have real love, you ain't going to be envious of someone else. What they have, what their skills are, what their spiritual gifts are. You ain't going to be like that. Real love. Not only that, you're not going to have yourself vaunted up and be stubborn and proud and puffed up. No, you're going to show humility. Read, brother. Verse 5.
Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil.
These are the virtues of real love. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth.
You get happy about the truth, not a lie. Go ahead, brother.
Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things.
I mean, love takes you through all of this. Beareth, believeth, hopeth, endureth. Ain't nothing too hard for love. You can go through the wall. I don't care what comes up. It's going to get you through it. Real love. Read, brother.
Verse 8. Charity never fails.
Love never fails. Go ahead, brother.
But whether there be prophecies,
they
shall fail.
They're going to fail.
Whether there be tongues,
yes,
they shall cease.
They're going to cease.
Whether there be knowledge,
yes,
it shall vanish away.
Now it's going to vanish away. Keep reading, brother.
For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away.
Hold right there. Skip down to verse 13 for me, brother.
Now abideth faith, hope, charity. These three. But the greatest of these is charity.
Faith, hope, and charity, but the greatest of these is love. So you can have faith, you can have hope, but the greatest of these three is love. Real love. Let's go to the book of Song of Solomon. We're going to begin at verse number 8. Chapter 8, Song of Solomon. Is it love or is it lust? Chapter 8, we're going to start at verse number 4. 4 through 7 for me, please.
Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 4. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor wake my love until he please.
Keep reading.
Verse 5. Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I raised thee up under the under the apple tree, that thy mother brought thee forth. There she brought thee forth that bare thee.
Keep reading.
Verse 6. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame.
They got a hot flame, brother. They got a hot burning flame. It says love is as strong as death. And everybody know what death is. That's how strong it is. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. You have to be careful about jealousy. Jealousy causes a lot of people to get in trouble, and a lot of people to die, and a lot of people end up in hell because of jealousy. These coals, he's talking about, these coals are hot. They're like fire. They are vehement flame. They ain't cool. They're cooking. They're burning. Real love. You can't put it out. That's why you can't sleep at night. That's why you turn over and you're missing that person because you're in love. Stop playing games. People love to play games like they ain't, oh, I got to see she loved me first before I show her I love her. You don't do that. Real love is honesty. It's open. You don't have to hide it. You let the person know. You don't play with people's feelings. Don't have to be the woman telling the man first or the man telling the woman. But each one of you should be open and honest enough to be truthful to one another. Real love. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. 1 Peter 4, verse 7.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
But the end of all things is at hand.
Uh-huh.
Be ye therefore sober,
Uh-huh.
and watch unto prayer. Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And above all things have fervent charity
Uh-huh.
among yourselves,
Uh-huh.
for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
You can be short on a lot of things, but charity gonna cover all of that. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Use hospitality one to another.
Use hospitality and kindness one to another. Read, brother.
Without grudging.
Uh-huh.
Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
As every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same
Mm-hmm.
one to another,
Mm-hmm.
as good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High.
Mm-hmm. Verse 11.
If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth,
Mm-hmm.
that the Most High in all things may be glorified through Yeshua Christ,
Mm-hmm.
to whom be praise
Mhm.
and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Here it is right there. Just as plain as day. Man speak as the oracles of the Most High. Do it as the ability of the Most High giveth thee. For the Most High may be glorified through Yeshua, and be praised and dominion forever be. Forever. Thank the Most High. Let's go to Colossians chapter 3. We're going to read verse 14. Is it love or is it lust? Colossians 3, chapter 14, and we're going to read 14 through 19.
Colossians chapter 3,
Mhm.
verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And above all these things
Mhm.
put on charity,
Mm-hmm.
which is the bond of perfectness.
Perfectness. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts,
Mm-hmm.
to the which also ye are called in one body,
Mm-hmm.
and be ye thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Let the word of Christ
Mhm.
dwell in you richly in all wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
teaching
Mhm.
and admonishing one another in songs
Mhm.
and hymns
Mhm.
and spiritual songs,
Mm-hmm.
singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
Verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word
Uh-huh.
or deed,
Mm-hmm.
do all in the name of the Lord Yeshua,
Praying, fasting, whatever you do, do it all in the name of the in the name of Yeshua. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
giving thanks to the Most High
Uh-huh.
and the Father by Him.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands,
Submit yourself to your own husband.
as it is fit in the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Husbands, love your wives, and be not bitter against them.
You can hold right there. So wives, submit yourself to your own husband as it is fit in the Most High. In other words, do what the word tell you to do, and he needs to be in the word of the Most High. Husband, love your wife and be not bitter against them. So you can't get angry and hold out against her. You got to give that up. You got to repent, cast that away. Don't be bitter against them. Let's go back to the book of Sirach. Let's go to chapter 7, verse 26. We're talking about love now. Sirach 7, verse 26.
Sirach chapter 7, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Hast thou a wife after thine mind?
Mm-hmm.
Forsake her not,
Mm-hmm.
but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Mm-hmm. Hold that. You got a wife after your mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. You don't need to be out there dealing with somebody that ain't very bright as far as the spirit is concerned. Don't get yourself in trouble. You got a wife. Stay home with your wife. Be with your wife. Comfort your wife. Talk to your wife. Romance your wife. Same thing it took to get her, same thing it's going to take to keep her. Don't be buying her roses and flowers and taking all out to dinner, and then when you get her, you don't go shopping. Take out to dinner no more. You don't buy no more flowers. You've been married for 3, 4, 5 years. He don't treat me the way he used to treat me when he was courting me, and you don't do that, brother. Why you going to do that? Then you make yourself look bad, and you're absolutely wrong. Let's go to the 11th chapter, verse 15. Sirach 11 and 15.
Chapter 11, verse 15. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him.
Hold on a minute. That's it? Okay, hold on a minute. Let me catch up with this thing and all we do. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law. These things are of the Most High. Love and the way of good works, they come from the Most High. So all these things, good work, love, and matter of fact, if you love somebody, you want to do good works for them. Woman don't mind cooking for her husband. Man don't mind going to get that paycheck. He don't mind doing stuff when he really loves his wife. You know, he really wants to do good works. He really wants to do good works, or she wants to do good works. Let's go to Sirach. Let's go to chapter 26, verse 1 through 6. Sirach 26, 1 through 6.
Chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled. You see that? Virtuous.
Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife, for his number of his days is going to be what? Double. You see that? Going to be double. Brother, you can live a long time. See, that lets me know that if you got one that's not virtuous and she's raising Cain, guess what? You might not make it. She may be cutting time off of your lifespan. That's why you have to be careful who you end up being with. You can't just be fooled by somebody's look. You better make sure you know that's the right woman for you. Because if you don't, brother, your days could be short. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. The virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
You see that? A virtuous woman. She rejoices. Her husband is happy. He's smiling. He's laughing. Oh, he's having a good time. And not only that, he's going to fulfill the years of his life in peace. Not cussing, fussing, raising Cain, calling each other out of their name, not stealing, dealing, and all this other type of stuff behind the back or whatever. But he's going to fulfill their life with peace. Read, brother.
Verse 3. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Most High.
You see that? She's a good portion. She's sweet. She's nice. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
Yes, he will. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 5. There be three things that mine heart feareth, and the fourth I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. All
these four things are worse than death. Keep reading, brother.
But, verse 6. But a grief heart and sorrow of is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and the scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all.
Hold right there. But the grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. You see that? Y'all sisters can't be jealous of one another. Y'all giving somebody a heart attack. You're giving them grief. You're giving them sorrow. You can't be jealous because the Most High blessed another sister with some spiritual gifts and you don't have it. Get yourself together. Because you're going to cause them to have a whole lot of problems. You got a scourge of the tongue, which you communicate with all going around and spreading poison. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Let's go to Sirach chapter 40, verse 23. Actually, if you're still there, read verse 13 and verse 16. Skip down to 13 and 16 for me.
Chapter 26, verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
You see that? The grace of a wife, what? The grace of a wife will delight her husband, and her discretion will make my bones fat. Make my heart happy. Give me a song in my heart. My heart is fluttering and jumping up and down. Go ahead and read it, brother.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry. Verse 16. Tip down.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven,
Mm-hmm.
so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Go ahead, keep reading.
As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick,
Mm-hmm.
so is the beauty of the face of a in right age.
A woman gonna get beautiful, more beautiful as she get older. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver,
Mm-hmm.
so are the fair feet with a constant heart.
Yes, that's the Most High telling you about that sweet woman. Keep reading, brother.
My son,
Uh-huh.
keep the flower of thine age sound,
Uh-huh.
and give not thy strength to strangers.
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed,
Mm-hmm.
trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Keep reading.
Verse 21. So thy race, which thou leavest, shall be magnified,
Mm-hmm.
having the confidence,
Mm-hmm.
of their good
Descent.
of their good descent.
Mm-hmm. 22.
And harlots shall be counted as spittle,
Harlot like spit. Go ahead, brother.
but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband.
So that tell you right there, once again, a married woman is really married. She gonna bless her husband and he gonna live long. She's a tower against death. Read, brother. 23.
A wicked woman is given as a portion
Mm-hmm.
to a wicked man.
That's right. Keep reading.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
You fear the Most High, you're gonna get you a godly woman. Keep reading, brother.
A dishonest woman contemns shame,
Mm-hmm.
but an honest woman will reverence her husband.
She gonna reverence her husband. She ain't gonna bring no shame upon her husband. Go ahead, brother.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A woman to go out there and do anything and cause anything, she gonna be counted as a dog. Here it is right here in the scripture. No woman don't want to be called a dog. Don't go in there doing shameless things that you ought not to be doing. Go ahead, brother.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
If you want to be ashamed, you don't want nobody to be looking at you strange and talking about you, whispering about you, and either in your face or behind your back, you're going to fear the Most High, and you're going to be doing what you're supposed to do and keeping those commandments. Read verse 26 for me, brother.
A woman that honoreth her husband
Mm-hmm.
shall be judged wise of all.
Mm-hmm.
But she that dishonoreth him
Mm-hmm.
in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
Okay, hold right there. So here we have it right here. A woman that's love her husband or honors her husband, she's going to be judged wise of all. But the other type of woman, with her pride, she be counted as ungodly of all. In other words, just call her a sinner. Okay, that's what she is of all. Let's go to 42, verse 12 and 13. Same book, Sirach, 42nd chapter, verse 12 and 13.
Chapter 42, verse 12. Behold not everybody's beauty,
Mm-hmm.
and sit not in the midst of women.
Mm-hmm.
For from garments cometh a moth,
Mm-hmm.
and from women's wickedness.
Okay, you can hold right there. Okay, so here we have it. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 7, verse 18. Is it love or is it lust? Proverbs 7, verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Let us solace ourselves with loves.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 19. For the good man is not at home. He is gone. He is gone a long journey.
That's okay. That's good. That's good. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us comfort one another with love. See that? For the good man is not at home. He's gone a long journey. Thank you, brother. Love, real love. Not this thing fictitious or made up love, but real love. Not that which is fleeting, but real love. It's going to take you through a whole lot of things. It's going to be a blessing to a man. His wife is going to add years to his life rather than taking them away. Arguing, cussing, fussing, unrighteous woman will put you in a grave, brother. So you better be careful, and you better stop playing and make sure that you're living right and doing right, so the Most High will be, if you're a righteous man or a good man, he can send you a righteous and a good woman. Let's go to Philippians 4 and 8. Philippians 4 and 8. Is it love or is it lust?
Philippians chapter 4, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever things are honest,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever things are just,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever things are pure,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever things are lovely,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever things are of good report,
Mm-hmm.
if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
You can hold right there. Finally, my brethren, whatsoever things that are true, whatsoever things that are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things that are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. I want you to meditate on them. Think on them. Put them in your heart. Why? Because these things are of the Most High. That's what you want to do. Is it love or is it lust? You need to ask yourself that question. You don't want lust, you want love. Saints need to know the difference. Stop being played. Don't be foolish. Don't let them lie to you, sisters. You know the difference now between love and lust. Don't get yourself in trouble. Take your time. Pray. Put this thing, and brothers, you too, before you jump up talking about I do, you want to make sure you know the difference. That this is a real love and it's not lust, because there is a difference. Bless the Most High. And on that note, we want to thank the Most High for this broadcast today. I'm Elder Lashawan from the beautiful country of Jordan. To my left, Brother Maishon. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here and listening on our voice. Is it love or is it lust? That's the conclusion of our message for the day. You be the judge. You have scriptures. And I want you to know that we look for love, not lust. We are now awake. We know the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Bless the Most High. So thank the Most High for that. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this broadcast today. We thank you, AHAYAH, for blessing us. We thank you for each and every one under the sound of my voice. We pray that the word and your message and scripture go forth, and that it help the saints one by one, name by name, where they know the difference between love versus lust. We know that Israel has some issues and problems, and we're just trying to want you to continue to bless them, Father, and give them what they need so that they can be stronger, that they can know the difference, and they want to abide by your word, Father, and love each other, husband and wife, and love each other, young men and young women, and not be lusting after each other, and know the difference that love comes from above, but lust comes from the enemy, the devil, and that is selfish, that it doesn't care about anyone else, and that it will destroy you because it brings about sin, and sin brings about death. But love will forever cover a multitude of faults according to your word. We ask these things and blessing in your name, the higher, sure, higher. Baya Hashem Yeshaya Wakadash. We walk. We want to thank you and say the water, Abba. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Bless you. May the Most High be with you.